Hello YouTube, how are you guys doing today? We are here to talk about Destiny Esports and some of the things that I would like to see as we get in through Destiny Esports, some of the things that definitely need to be in. Fix. I have to kind of sneeze. Things that we'll need with Destiny Esports, things that I just personally want to see, things that I think will be good for the game, and why you guys might be. And let's see what else. Game modes, some potential rules, some weapons that may or may not be banned. Well, yeah, banned weapons that we will see that will be very good and see a lot of use, and then even potentially game modes. But you also might be wondering, why are we in a PvE activity while preparing to talk about PvP activities? And I can answer that question relatively easy. There's this thing called the Exotic Sword Quest that I am trying to accomplish, and I'm not doing a very good job. I'm actually getting closer. I only need 4 more materials and 1,000 void kills. We're getting there, guys. Just not very effectively. Because, yeah, I hate this quest. But we will talk about quests more later this week at some point. Maybe. Okay, I get it. I get it. Everything that's here. You're all dirt bags. I get it. So, let's hop into the video. Now we've kind of talked enough about the video. So let's actually get into what we're going to be talking about today. Today's topics of discussion. So, we're going to start off with some base things that we should probably have in game, because these are just things that we kind of need in the game. Step one, or not step one. The first and foremost, I can't believe I said step one, but the first and foremost important thing that we need to have for Destiny Esports, we need to have 4v4. That's what it needs to be. 4v4 needs to be the primary amount of players. We can't have the relic iron. We cannot have 2v2. We can't have we can't have 2v2s. We can't have 3v3. We need 4. That's really the only way things will work out, ideally, in my opinion. And if you look at other esports, they have been very successful, at least console esports, very successful with 4v4. And it's the pacing on the way things are played is just right. 3v3, especially in FPS games, is very slow paced, very, I don't want to necessarily say methodical, because it's not necessarily methodical. It's really more about just waiting. Who can wait patiently longer for someone just to walk around a corner that they shouldn't walk around? That's what 3v3 has the potential to be in a lot of things. You can't do as many game modes with 3v3, in my opinion. You cannot do, which we'll talk about game modes later. Like, I don't see how a control, or I don't want to say clash, because clash, I mean, Clash is 3v3 Clash is essentially skirmish, and I don't even really want to see skirmish as a played in as the thing that is a mode that is played in competitive. That would just not make me happy. I would not play any skirmish tournament. I think, from what I have heard from Crucible, other competitive players, other Crucible players who are trying to get this whole esports thing working for Destiny, we will be trying to get 4v4 as a thing. Obviously, the tournaments that they've had to run so far leading up to this point have all been 3v3 tournaments, because that's the only, like, there is no 4v4 playlist. You can't really run 4v4 playlists without the ability to have 4 players. So I think we will start to see 3v3 or 4v4 be a very prominent gameplay or player account for all PvP activities. Well, not all PvP activities. There'll still be 6. I'm sorry. Well, with the exception of the ones that are at 3. But all competitive play, 4v4 will be the prominent, in my opinion, because guess what? It works. It's a much better pace. Now, obviously, this is just going off of... Give me a second, guys. Allergies have been kicking my ass this week. That's what happens as fall comes in. Sorry about that, though. The whole 4v4 thing, that is obviously going off of the success of other esports titles like Halo and Call of Duty, where 4v4 has been the golden number, more or less. Things have worked out much better for them. And have they tried other numbers? Not necessarily. We have obviously 6v6 playlists, and it doesn't, like, no one who wants to play in 6v6 competitive. You're gonna have way too much to worry about. It's not gonna be as entertaining. So that's enough on player count. It's 6v6. Anything 4 seems to be a perfect number. It's been a very agreed upon number in esports, and there's a reason why. It's a perfect number. I can't really explain how. It's just a perfect number. If you don't play esports, you might not quite understand how 4 is the perfect number. But it's not too slow, and it's not too fast there. It's not too just slow, campy and wait, but it's not so chaotic that you don't have a clue on what's going on. That's the easiest way for me to describe 4v4 and how it's the ideal number. Because for anyone who hasn't played esports, you might not see how 4 is the perfect number. You might see, like, oh, no, I think 6 would be better. And even some people even make the argument that even 6 in casual play is too many. I know a handful of people who have made that argument, and I particularly just happen to agree with them on that statement, because I think 6 is a little too much for casual play, because you have a lot to worry about at one time, but it is what it is. On the competitive play numbers, like, that just needs to be 4, though. We are gonna move on. I spent like 5 to 8 minutes talking about about the number of people who should be playing in game. Let's see, where else was I? Like, I spent so much time talking about the amount of players who should be in game that I forgot what. Another general rule. Would enjoy to see another just general gameplay thing. Would enjoy to see just basic map choosing. Like, I don't really, or maps that just should be on, not even like in game. Like, no one wants to play freaking on Drifter. No one wants to play on Anomaly. Like, 2 maps that just aren't that good. Can we please not have them be in there? So maps, obviously that goes into a whole different thing with the players playing, like, oh, they such and such is not good on this map, so let's pick this map when we're hosting. So that could be bad, but there should be I personally believe we should have like an agreed set of maps that we won't play because no one wants to play them. Like, seriously, how many people actually like Drifter? Okay, that needs fixed. My skip grenade just decided it wanted to go on vacation to freaking Jupiter. But, we'll talk about that later, too. Even though that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. That was actually kind of comical. Like, my skip grenade, or my scatter grenade was like, let's go to Jupiter and take a break, guys. So really, those are the 2 base things. Rules, like, the only rules that I would like to see are in place of cheating of the hey, this MLG ladder allows us to is worldwide. We can be playing in these tournaments, aren't region locked. So we're here in London, let's play against someone in America. That should be something that's monitored, even just remotely slightly, because that has the potential to be very bad. Because, yeah, I don't want to play somebody from London. I don't want to be having to sit and watch people teleport. And every competitive match that I play, I can 110% say there will be videos or I will be streaming it. It will not. Videos will not. There will not be a time when I am playing a competitive match where it will not be seen by people, and I have a way of going back to it, being like, yeah, look at this. This guy's cheating, or this guy is not. He's doing something he's not supposed to be doing. It's simple. You want something like that in place to protect your players. You need something to be able to say to players, yeah, we actually care that you are here. So having having ladders be region locked is number one. Having ladders in tournaments be region locked is the number one thing, because I don't want to play somebody from Europe, and I'm willing to bet some people who are actually good in Europe don't want to play people from America who are just internet connection warriors and red bar everywhere. So I'm willing to bet that's something that is universally agreed upon. Will it happen ever? Who knows? So let's move into weapons. The weapons I really just want to see gone. Can I get this relic iron? Okay. The weapon that I just don't want to see in competitive is, well, heavy weapons. Even though those aren't going to be taken out, heavy weapons are going to be in competitive. I've really just kind of like accepted that. As much as I don't want them to be in, they will. So I've just kind of accepted that fate there. Unfortunately, didn't want to have to accept it, but I've accepted it. Harpy, get back here, you. I'll melee you and not throw a grenade at you. I've kind of come to accept that fact that in competitive, heavy weapons will probably be in, just because why not? They're a big part of the game. That's why. But other than heavy weapons, the one thing that really should be gone is universal remote. I think a lot of people can agree with me on that. It's a gun that is kind of broken. It has the range of weapons that it shouldn't have. It has hand cannon range. So, universal remote, please be banned. Like, I'm eager to see the rule set. I'm gonna be doing a video the second I actually find out what the rule set is. I've been hearing rumors that we might. Well, I don't want to say I've been hearing rumors. I've been talking to other people. We might not have a rule set till mid-November, because there will be more people playing PvE activities than there will be competitive PvP at the beginning of Rise of Iron, which I could see. Really, weapons, the only thing I want gone is universal remote. Please, no universal remote. Like, that is something that I think everybody can agree on. It's just universal remote takes the fun out of things for the game. And that's really it. Last but not least, we will talk about game modes. The 4 game modes, 3 at least, that I think we will see will be Rift competitive, or objective-based competitive game mode. Some form of control, whether it be zone control or just regular control, and then Clash or Supremacy, something similar, something along those lines. And I would also not be shocked if we see 4, one of which will be Clash, the other which would be Supremacy. We need to know a rule set. That's all. We still don't have one, but I think those are where we're going to see as the competitive modes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for the rambling and the ranting at some points. We are going to sign off here. I will be talking more about esports as we get more about Destiny Esports, not just esports, as we get closer to Rise of Iron, guys. This is something that I'm extremely happy to say we have coming to us in Rise of Iron. It's been too long. It really has. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. I hope to be streaming tonight, as I do have college tomorrow. I might try and get a short stream in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out and stay classy, YouTube.